Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Reborn issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates, of course my earphones fell. Of course I have Comic Uno episode 165, and that's a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. So if you want to go check out those reviews, it's annotated. That will be posted Friday, and all the exclusive comics are in the description below. And be sure to check out today's new episode of Motherverses. We love to hear your thoughts. That is also annotated. But let's start talking about Reborn issue 1. And I actually got this issue early because I went to New York Comic Con this weekend, and they had an issue. They had the cover or convention variant, which is like the sketch type cover that Greg Capullo did. I think it's a print, so it's not like him actually sketching on it, but it was pretty cool, and I got it, and really like this cover. But let's start talking about the interior artwork, which is also really gorgeous. Obviously, if you've read Scott Snyder's Batman, it's very similar art style because it's Greg Capullo, and it seems like it's the same colorist. But some of my favorite scenes just being, you know, the memories of our main character, Bonnie, just breaking apart. So this is definitely my favorite page out of the whole comic. But yeah, a lot of great emotion, especially because this is a very emotional issue, a very emotional story about life and death. But let's start talking about the story. What is going on? So with this issue, like I said, it's a story about life and death. It's about this woman, Bonnie. We find out a little bit about her early life, but now she's about to die. You know, she had a pretty good life for the most part, but there's a lot of devastation that happened in her life also. We see that her parents died really young. Her husband was shot. So yeah, maybe she didn't have a great life. But, you know, we see her with her granddaughter, so there's some positives in her life also. But in the end, she doesn't believe in an afterlife. She doesn't want to die, though. She doesn't feel ready to die. But she's at that moment. She's about to die. And that's where we do have that wonderful splash page of all our memories and everything coming at once, a flash of memories. And then she ends up in this world. She's wearing this weird suit, and she doesn't really know where she is. So in the end, we find out this is kind of like heaven, purgatory, afterlife thing, where she sees her father, she sees her old dog, and they're like these warriors, and the dog's like a wolf type character. And we find out Bonnie is, of course, special. She is this chosen one. And is it because everyone's the chosen one who knows, or is it really Bonnie who is just this true chosen one of the afterlife? And we don't really know why she's special. But I thought this was a really good book. It really tugs at your heartstrings because it's something everyone can relate to. It's this very existential book about life and death, what happens after, the fear of dying, and that emotion really comes in this issue, and you feel attached to Bonnie, which obviously is very important for a story about life and death and the afterlife. But then you have this like post-apocalyptic type world going on, sci-fi adventure fantasy that excites you to read more. So I really like the developed world here, the developed characters, but then the simple, you know, ideas that are presented here, the simple themes. So I really enjoyed Reborn. Now I will say something that happens with Mark Millar's books is that I tend to love the first issue, really like the beginning of the series, but then it kind of falls off. Like there's always a really good idea, but then it either ends too early or, you know, the story doesn't always end well for me. So I'm hoping Reborn will be different, but I really like the first issue, and hopefully the series will continue to be this good. So I gave Reborn issue 1 4.5 stars, and I definitely think you guys should pick this up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter, and don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter, and I'll see you guys later.